All right, everybody, we have our second match of the day. We got Izzy versus Shmew, two top players in the community right now, playing in tournaments, wreaking havoc, getting first, second, the normal, seeing each other in finals, I believe, just a few days ago. So we are gonna watch these two veterans in the game at the moment play some fun matches. They have two completely different styles as well, so I can't wait to see what's to come. So Shmew is going to have Valorant banned while Izzy has his Valorant banned. So they're both on the same page. People hate Valorant. He's just super strong right now. Not very many counters. So yeah, they know exactly what's up. Shmew is going to be first picking the Kinu. Kinu is a super strong pick. So seeing on Izzy's side, he picks Lowly and Psypat. So I don't have much experience with these two, especially Lowly. I do know Psypat. He's really strong due to the water fighting type. He has a lot of weaknesses that he covers. But on Izzy's side, he does not have Barnchi and he does not have Pig on his squad. So he likes to, play around those two picks. So it's going to be nice to see why he does it and how he does it. So Shmew bans out his Volcrane on Izzy's side. I think the biggest reason why he does that is he has a lot of Crystal type, and he also has Najizzle, which he just doesn't want to deal with the high amount of damage that Volcrane can put out. And then we're going to see Izzy with his ban. He does decide to ban out the Pig. The Epic Pig does get banned. Let's see what Temtem is getting dropped from their flex side. So Izzy picks Valash. So Valash in the Super Pre-Alpha, he had a lot of showings. He's super strong and has a good amount of weaknesses across the board. Crystal type in the meta right now, or sorry, in the game itself, because of how much content is still not in the game, Crystal is extremely strong against pretty much everything. They have variations of dual elements of they have, Crystal Neutral, which is what Flash is. They have Crystal Fire. They have Crystal itself. It makes out for a lot of really strong compositions. So Shmew decides to go with Ana here and Mix. So Mix has a very cool mechanic with his trait. So he has a thing called Puppet Master. When Mix gets less than 40% HP, he cannot, anytime an attack is targeted onto Mix, it goes onto the partner instead. So I want to see how this is going to affect the game. Running this with Kinu makes it super strong with being able to use Revitalize, increasing defenses, and just being a super tank that's going to take all the damage while Mix can deal a ton of damage overall. So Izzy decides to pick Calibus and Kinu. So it's looking pretty different when it comes to what is going on in the game. This is going to be awesome. I'm going to love this. Alright, here we go. Let's see the starting lineups on both sides. So on Shmew's side, we have Najizzle and Kinu. And then on Izzy's side, we have Lowly and Psypat. So Psypat has HP maxed out in TVs that we can see right now. And in the next game, we'll be looking at Shmew's side to see kind of how he's distributing his TVs. So Lowly does not have HP, meaning he could be either running sweeper stats or defensive stats. So I don't really know exactly what attacks or what moves that Lowly's going to be running. So Shmew is bringing in the Mix. Hypoxia on Lowly, dealing damage to Najizzle. Taking only 32% health. It's not too much. So Psypat uses Toxic Ink, dealing almost no damage to Mix, and Najizzle using Toxic Ink onto Psypat, getting the poison down and dealing roughly 50%. One more attack and he should be dead. So it's going to be rough on that for turn 2. See how Izzy switches out and corresponds to what just happened on turn 1. So the one thing I do know is Loli does have the highest base stats in the game. And it's pretty sick. It is pretty sick. So Izzy decides to switch out Loli for Calibus. This is gonna put some toxic onto the map. Mix takes just enough damage at 21%. With the poison, it's gonna bring him down to roughly 8%. And he does have Puppet Master activated now. Sidepat lives with 1 health, but the poison is going to knock him out, bringing it to a 4-5 advantage on Shmew's side. So you could say, oh, but Mix has low health, but the way that Mix's trait works is even though he has low health, you can't target him. You have to use either an AoE strike or you have to get through the opposing Temtem on the other side, which in this case is the Drizzle at the moment. Wrangle on the Drizzle, ooh. So Mix does retreat from battle, bringing in Kinu, bringing in the plus defense to the Drizzle here. Crystal Spikes going on to the Drizzle, going from 67 to 51%, only taking roughly 16. Allergic spread went to Drizzle. If he does have Tri-Apothecary, this is gonna hurt. So he does have Tri-Apothecary going on to Valash. Gonna see his health tick away. So Toxic Ink, Crystal Spike going on to Kinu. This could be really bad. This could knock out Kinu in 1 strike. So Crystal Spikes is going to do a little over 50%. And then Revitalize does come in onto Nidrizzle. So we'll see if Toxic Ink can actually kill Kinu. Ooh. I forgot, he did use Strangle, so they both could not use an attack this turn. So he is going to be using Toxic Ink and Crystal Spike on Kinu this turn again. So Rock Shield is going to be pretty insane right now, only because of how much defenses Nidrizzle does have. So bringing it on here, making it to where he doesn't take nearly as much damage as he would if he had Kinu out. Nidrizzle bringing in for Zenarith. So right now, having these 2 types out is going to give him the board state. He's gonna have tempo. Valash has no stamina anymore. And Calibus, it's about medium in stamina, so he's going to be able to have a couple attacks. Flash does have the Sweatband though, giving him just a little bit more stamina to work with, but not enough to not overexert this turn, so he's going to have to do a switch out. So Flash switches out with Kinu, getting the defenses onto Calibus. Ana here does retreat, bringing in the Drizzle again. So I believe what he thought was going to happen is that turn he was going to switch out, bring in a couple other people to take some damage, and then get a setup with another sweeper, which in this case is Zenarith. So they're just taking almost no damage from the Ice Stiletto, 1/4 of the damage. And the stamina not looking too good on Calibus this turn. Really thinking about what he has to decide to do here. It is a pretty awkward turn for him. Alright, so Calibus does switch out, bringing in Loli. And then Kinyu is running Turbo Choreography in order to gain the speed advantage and the tempo over his opponent, Shmew. The good thing about this is Loli does have wind, so with the synergy it gains +2 speed instead of +1 speed for both. So Loli, it goes from 153 to 4 HP. That is not normal. That means he used TVs in order to make sure that if he did get hit by a Toxic Strike, he would live through it if it was Toxic Spray. Really, really smart on Izey's side. But also smart on Shmew's side because he didn't know if he was going to be switching or not. And switching into Loli and using the Toxic just in case he did decide to use Turbo Choreography on Kinyu was a really, really good move. Calibus comes back in. Kinyu comes in, getting the defense buffs onto the Drizzle again. It's looking like +4 defense, +3 special defense, if I'm not mistaken. So he's going to be taking almost no damage. Beta Burst doing roughly 10% health. Allergic Spread, using Tri-Apothecary, only going on Kinyu. But he was already poisoned, so it didn't stack it back up. Alright, so Kinyu is too low. He's going to be most likely using the sacrifice to get defenses on Calibus. He decides Kinyu has done her part. We are going to get her back out. The Drizzle decides to retreat. Mix comes in. I really like the way Shmew is doing these turns. He's literally reading exactly how the meta plays out and understanding what he is going to be doing so he can counteract every single play. Beta Burst on a Calibus, only doing a little under 30 health. And Calibus doing Toxic, killing out the Kinyu, making it a little bit easier. To get back into this game. So he does bring in Loli. It has no health, but it does have the speed advantage. It does have +2 speed. It will get an attack off before anybody else this turn. See how this is gonna work out. I wonder what Shmew is thinking about. So Mix, he comes in for a Drizzle. Hypoxia onto Zenareth, dealing quite a bit of damage. Let's see if the Toxic is going to be able to kill him though. Let's see if it'll kill Zenareth or not. Calibus did have enough. It is not enough. So Calibus does overexert. The Lash comes in, being the last Temtem that is on his side, on Izzy's side. Yo, the follow is real. Yo, official Skip, thanks for the follow. Sin, thanks for the follow, appreciate you. Thank you for joining the competitive community. Yeah, what's up? So Crystal spikes Balash into Zenareth, dealing just enough damage to kill out Zenareth before they attack. Making it a 2v2, but it's gonna be pretty rough right now. Allergic, using Tri-Apothecary onto Valash. Sorry, not a 2v2, it's a 3v2. But Mix does have no health, so... He's not out, guys. Izzy is still in the game. Whenever you have Sweatband on somebody, there's definitely a chance that they can come back into the game and take back the game. Only because they're going to keep using attacks and still be able to use 1 or 2 more attacks than they normally should before they're out of stamina. Anahir coming in. Crystal Spike. Dealing damage to Anahir. 27% health. Crystal Spikes with Mix onto Calibus. I think this kills. Oh, I forgot. He has so much defenses right now. I forgot about the sacrifice that went on to Calibus. Making him super tanky and be able to take all of the damage at the moment. So right now Valash is stronger, or sorry, faster than Mix and Anahir. So there is definitely a chance to be able to kill here. It's either going to be Anahir's dead or Najizzle's dead. And he does decide to kill out Anahir. Oh, he lives with just 5% health. Mix uses Crystal Spikes on Calibus. He's going to live with roughly 10 health, I think. 19 HP, which allows Calibus... Oh my god, the Strangle onto Anahir is so crazy. So his Calibus didn't rest. Instead, he used Strangle again, making it to where his stamina is really, really low. Gonna try to Strangle onto Mix again. Crystal Dust. I don't know how much it is for Crystal Dust. I think he might overexert himself on Flash. No, it doesn't quite enough. It's only 11, so it did not. But yeah, there's no way in which he's going to be able to come back into the game. Calamus drops, Valash is at 38 health, and he can keep swapping in and out. It's looking like game number 1 is in the books with Izzy vs Shmew. Drizzle's just too tanky, man. He's too tanky, he's too tanky. Energy manipulation. And getting the knockout of Lash. So GG's on both parts. Shmew does take game number 1.